here. So right now we're able to do this stuff in our local browser, and I can drag and drop any small image that I've got laying around. And let's see if this one's small enough. It is, and it updates it to my browser. But what I want to do is I want to deploy this to the web so all my friends can upload stuff and we can upload stuff together. And the way to do that is to deploy it to Firebase. So we're going to use hosting, and we already set up hosting. Or we started to. The first step, for all of us is to add the Firebase tools. And so you can do that here in the command line. Just say npm install and then pass the G flag and Firebase tools. And it should install the latest Firebase tools. The next step is to log in. And you can see if I do Firebase login, it's going to tell me already logged in. And if you're not already logged in here, you just need your username and password from the web when you created your account. And the next step is just to say Firebase init. And there we go. I get this cool nifty thing coming up. Very nice 1980s style graphic. And now it's saying, which Firebase CLI features do you want to set up? Do I want to deploy Firebase real-time database rules? No. Do I want to deploy the rules for Firestar? No, I like my rules. Do I want to do functions? No. Hosting? Yes. So I'm going to arrow down, hit the space bar, and now that one is going to go. And then storage, deploy cloud storage security rules? No. We changed those already. We're happy with those. And so now I'm just going to hit enter. And it says, please select an option. Use an existing project, create a new project. I am going to use an existing project, and it's giving me some options of things that I can add this to. And persistently was the first one that I made that I goofed up on. And there's our website, and there's lots of other stuff in there, just little like goofy stuff. So I'm going to use new image gallery. What do you want to use as your public directory? Yes, I want to use public as my public directory. Do you want to configure this as a single page app? Very important to say here, no. This is not a single page app, although it is a single page and it is an app. That means something very specific. So we'll say no, and it says Firebase initialization complete. And you can see it made me a public folder here, and it gave me a 404 page, which will say, if people get to a URL where there's nothing, it'll say 404. And it gave me an index.html, which I'm going to delete. We're going to get rid of that. And then I'm going to put my index.html, and I'm going to put my styles, and I'm going to put my app, and I'm just command clicking on these. I'm going to copy all those into public. Yes, that is what I want. And now I'm going to go back to my terminal and say Firebase deploy. So now it's deploying hosting, beginning deploy. It found some files. It's going to try and upload those files to Firebase. And then when it's done doing that, I should get a URL that I can open up. And I'm going to keep my fingers crossed that everything works right. The first deploy takes the longest. Once you've done it a few times, it's got everything up there you need, and it doesn't take very long at all. There we go, deploy complete. And I can see if this is going to work. We'll open this up in a new browser. and it's so far so good. Let me grab this one. There's a Mario. We'll drag that in there. I don't like how long that took. Failed to load. Oh, I don't know what that was, but it just took a minute for that to upload, and it's all working well. Next thing I could do is probably go in here and get rid of those console logs, but I'm not going to worry about it too much. And now in the next video, I will talk a little bit about promises as we start to think about adding a P5 sketch to this.